All right, welcome to the runningrestaurants.com podcast, where we bring you the tips, tools, and techniques you need to make your restaurant more profitable and successful. I'm your host, Jamie Oikel, and today I've got a great one question with episode for you with Shane Go, Chief Product Officer of Weight Busters Dining. Here we go. All right, Shane, let's get into online ordering. What's working, what's trending, what's coming down the pike, how you folks help do it better. What do you got?
So it's a great question, Jamie, and we feel that we do online ordering much differently than most of the platforms out there, and completely based on feedback from our partners, restaurants we work with. Our goal is to do three things. That's to support third-party platforms because we know how important they are in acquiring new customers. Then also offer restaurants the ability to actually support in-house delivery without having to hire their own drivers. And then last but not least, for those that are ready to actually be able to support delivery with our in-house driving logistics technology. So our thought process is that the third-party platforms are fantastic, but based on feedback we're hearing, and based on the costs that are killing margins for restaurants, the idea is use these third-party platforms as an acquisition tool, and then leveraging our marketing programs, all our logistics and our online ordering tools and menu builders, then really transition these folks over to their own solution where now they own the data and they're not paying commissions anymore.
Yeah, I mean, listen, thanks for that. And I wanted to chime in on that where I think right now, surprisingly, it's still the wild, wild west of online ordering. There's the platforms. There's a new one every month. There's a big player coming in every month. There's venture capital money coming in. So it's got to be a confusing landscape as a restaurant owner, getting emails, getting so many options, and you want to attract customers. And I think it's a little bit crazy, but it is so trending and is so hot with mobile phones and people are doing it. So what are you seeing in terms of usage? What's working? What are people ordering? What about frequency? What do people need to know here? What do you think?
Well, I think people, customers, they're going to be set in their ways. Typically, they go to a restaurant, something like 80% of consumers using their phone, obviously, go to a restaurant's social media page or website first. What they're seeing, believe it or not, is almost 48% of restaurants still haven't successfully launched online ordering or are surfacing it on their websites. So consumer behavior is going to continue to use, especially the Grubhubs and Uber Eats that are constantly slammed in people's faces, constantly being marketed to. Those aren't going away. What I think the paradigm is we're seeing is that restaurants, as I mentioned before, love acquiring. They love getting new customers this way, but they can't exist long-term with these prices and commissions. So we're going to see either all these big players starting to lower their commission to meet need, or you're going to see technology that like we provide that actually facilitates, doesn't eliminate the third parties, but allows restaurants to leverage the third parties to bring in these new customers and then transition to their own solution, which then obviously they market on their websites, on their social media pages, that now consumers can find them directly on their websites.
Yeah, listen, I fear the success solution, the old Groupon problem of you just sold 1,000 Groupons that you're losing money on every single one, and then they come in and you're like, you want to kill yourself. And it's similar with online ordering. Yes, you're getting orders, but if you're using the portals and they're grabbing 25, 30%, you're getting the customer, but you're not making any money. So I want folks to get customers, and I know people are nervous about the opportunity to miss them, but I like the way you're talking about. You need to transition them to your own marketing systems. You need to bring them in directly just to stay profitable. And so let's assume you're now bringing them in to your system and the restaurant directly. What are some tips inside of online ordering to maximize the order? Because I've heard stats about it. An online order is X% better than a phone order or so forth. So what are tips there?
The number one tip is you need to market it. You need to let people know. Having those stickers on your door, putting a flyer in the check folder, obviously marketing it on your website, on your social media tools. But the most important thing that we have seen, and we see this on a regular basis because of the way we design our menus, pictures sell. We're seeing with our menu, because we can do the theme, match fonts of the website, so it's a seamless experience. plus pictures, we're seeing a 25 to 35% lift on average check size. And does that sound like a lot? Well, if you average checks $100, you're talking about anywhere between 25 and $35 more. So tremendous difference. That's the number one tip to be successful. Also, to eliminate lots of order errors, which can often happen, when someone's entering in, work with systems, work with technology that actually can integrate any online ordering source, whether it's third party or your own, into your POS. Those are the two primary tips.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. Like whenever I give a phone order, of course, I get nervous that it's going to be right. So I do like when I make an order, I like to type it in and I pick all the things. I love that aspect of it, and I think customers do as well, because everybody hates to get the wrong order. But you talked about an increased check size. Why is that happening? Is it because of the usability of the site, and I'm getting prompted to add this, I'm getting prompted to add that, where I don't necessarily see that otherwise? What do you think is the driving aspect?
So if we compare online ordering to in-house check size, and there is a big difference. I like to use this term called FOG, which is fear of gluttony. And that's why when you order online, especially if you're not over the phone, you order online, people tend to order more because they're not embarrassed. So that's right. And then again, it's the pictures. You can take pictures, they do it, they make the person hungry, they're creative, and they drive obviously higher orders. And upselling, the ability to cross-sell at the checkout time, where you can see what's in the person's cart and then find out something that typically goes along with that order, but they don't have ordered yet, and they prompt them to order that. And upselling at the end right before you're checking out, typically sees somewhere between a 20 to 35% uptake. So it's a very successful marketing tool.
Yeah, good. All right, kind of closing thoughts on online ordering. Do you see any other trends or anything else folks need to keep in mind when they're either thinking about changing or getting an online ordering program going? What do you think?
Especially in the summer, it's something that Domino's kicked off about a year ago, very successful. But the ability to support hotspot delivery. In other words, for us, we have a restaurant where they're going ahead and they've actually selected lifeguard chairs on the beach, where now they can deliver to a specific, like where a consumer can order pizza, whatever, any type of food, and they can get it brought right to them in a location that normally doesn't have an address, or normally most people wouldn't deliver to. So I think that's going to be a huge trend, and especially in the more warmer states and in the summer months.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a good trend. Yeah, and it's something you can do these days with tech. So, all right, good stuff. Where can folks go to find out more about what you guys do?
Sure, they can go to waitbustersdining.com. All our information is there, as well as the ability to schedule a chat or a demo.
Awesome. All right. Shane, appreciate it. Folks, that was Shane Go, Chief Product Officer at Waitbusters. And you can find all about how they help restaurants improve their results at www.waitbustersdining.com. And for more great restaurant marketing, operations, service, people, and tech tips, stay tuned to us here at runningrestaurants.com. We'll see you next time.